A lot of people would have you believe that the only way to prepare for the LSAT is to wake up early, chug coffee, and grind through practice tests at the crack of dawn. But what if that doesn't work for you? What if you're a night owl, someone whose energy peaks in the evening and late at night? Does that mean you're doomed to underperform on the LSAT? The truth is, you're not. In fact, your natural schedule might be one of your greatest strengths if you know how to use it. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how to turn your evening fatigue into LSAT strength. I call it the night shift method, and by the end of this, you'll have a proven framework to master late night studying and crush the LSAT on your terms. First, for those who don't know me, my name is Steve Schwartz. I've been teaching the LSAT since 2005, and I personally increased my own LSAT score from a 152 to a 175. Now, evening study can actually be a hidden advantage. Most people assume it's inherently less effective because they feel tired, distracted, or unmotivated. But research suggests something fascinating. Your brain processes information differently at night. Studies comparing evening and morning performance show that while mornings are better for strict memorization, evenings are ideal for creative problem solving and big picture thinking. And that's a perfect fit for LSAT prep. So if you're a night owl, your peak cognitive window likely aligns with the LSAT itself. Logical reasoning and reading comp aren't just about memorizing facts, they're about seeing patterns, making connections, and thinking critically. When you lean into your natural rhythm, you're playing to your strengths instead of fighting them. So let's dive into the night shift method. It's a 4-step framework designed to optimize your evening LSAT prep. Each step builds on the last to help you retain focus, combat fatigue, and maximize your learning. Step 1 is to set the scene, because environment is everything when it comes to studying. The wrong setting, whether it's a cluttered desk, bad lighting, or loud roommates, can tank your focus before you even start. Here's how to design your perfect evening study zone. First is the lighting. You want to use warm, dim lighting in the early evening and then transition to cooler, brighter light as you start your session. This mimics a natural shift in energy levels. Second factor is noise control. If silence feels too isolating, you might want to try ambient soundtracks or white noise, because these can keep you focused without distracting you. The third factor is keeping your space clutter-free, keep it minimal. A clean environment is going to reduce mental fatigue. Your goal here is to make your study space inviting, somewhere you actually want to be. Step 2 now is energy management. Evening fatigue, of course, is real, but it doesn't have to derail your progress. Instead of trying to fight it, work with it. Here are 3 energy boosting strategies. First is strategic caffeine use. If you drink coffee or tea, you want to time it about 30 minutes before your session starts. But you do want to avoid drinking it too late, though, so it doesn't wreck your sleep later. Second, of course, is snacks, because we don't want to leave out snacks. Choose snacks that keep your blood sugar steady, like nuts, dark chocolate, or a piece of fruit. Finally, take active breaks. You want to take 5 to 10 minute breaks, roughly every 30 to 45 minutes, to stretch, move around, or even do a quick breathing exercise. It'll keep your energy levels consistent. By managing your energy proactively, you'll avoid the evening crash that so many night owls struggle with. Now that we've addressed setting up your study environment and managing your energy, next, of course, is building your study routine itself, because routine is going to be willpower every single time. If you rely on motivation alone, you're going to burn out. Here's how to build a consistent evening study routine. First, you want to choose a fixed start time that is going to be the same every single night. You want to make sure this start time works with your lifestyle. Consistency is more important than starting early, so choose a time that you're actually going to be able to do on a regular basis. During the first 10 minutes of your study session, use this time to review yesterday's material. It's going to help reinforce what you've already learned, and it primes your brain for what you're going to cover today. Now, if you don't know what you're going to choose to work on, if you don't know what to cover today, if you can't even remember what you did yesterday, you might need a study plan. That's why at LSAT Unplugged, we create personalized day-by-day study plans for all of our students, removing the guesswork about what to do and when. So we're going to lay out for you: Monday, do this; Tuesday, do that. Whether it's drilling questions, doing timed sections, or full-length exams, we lay it all out for you from your start date through your LSAT test day itself, and we pair it with private one-on-one coaching. This is a killer combo. It's worked for literally thousands of my students over the years. If you'd like to find out more, you can check out the links below to book a call with me and my team. We'd be glad to help you out. Now let's talk about your peak focus period. You want to dedicate your first 60 minutes to your hardest tasks, whether it's logical reasoning drills, reading comp passages, or practice tests. Only you know what's going to be the hardest task for you. Whatever it is, knock it out first. Then later, as you're winding down, you want to finish up with easier, lower stakes tasks like reading over your notes. The routine itself becomes a trigger for your focus, making it easier for you to slip into study mode every single night. Now, the final step is sleep and recovery, far too often neglected, and this is the part most night owls overlook. What happens after your study session matters just as much as what happens during it, because sleep isn't just about rest, it's where your brain consolidates what you learned when you were studying. So commit to a consistent bedtime. If you're sleep deprived, it's going to kill your productivity. Set a sleep cutoff time in advance. And you've probably heard this before, but you want to avoid screens for at least 30 minutes before bed because blue light messes with your melatonin levels, making it harder for you to fall asleep. Before you go to bed, instead, spend roughly 5 minutes just jotting down key takeaways from your study session. It sounds simple, but this is going to reinforce your learning and clear your mind for rest because you're not worried about remembering what you did. You've already noted it and written it down. Now, the beauty of the night shift method is that it turns your natural habits into strengths. Most people fail at studying for the LSAT because they try to force themselves into routines that don't fit their lives or their biological rhythms. They spend their mornings groggy, their afternoons distracted, and their evenings feeling guilty that they didn't study earlier in the day. But with the night shift method, you're flipping the script. You're leveraging your body's natural rhythms, you're optimizing your environment, and you're managing your energy to perform at your best, even if that's at 10 p.m. Now, let me share with you a quick story. One of my former students, we'll call him Alex, he'd always been a night owl. He worked full-time, and he felt hopeless about finding time to prep for the LSAT. However, when he started using this night shift method, everything changed. He optimized his evenings, he stuck to a routine, and he stayed consistent. The result for him was a 12-point score increase in just 2 months. That is the power of studying in alignment with your natural rhythm. Now, if you'd like my help adopting the night shift method for yourself as part of a personalized day-by-day study plan paired with private one-on-one coaching on a consistent basis, you can check out the links below to find out more and to book a call with me and my team. We'd be glad to help you out on your journey to scoring a 170 or above, because the truth is, you don't have to wake up at 5 a.m. to succeed on the LSAT. You don't have to feel guilty for studying at night, and you definitely don't have to fit into someone else's routine. The night shift method is proof that your natural schedule can work for you if you'd let it. So if you're ready to turn your evening fatigue into LSAT strength, commit to this process. Set up your environment, manage your energy, build your routine, and prioritize your recovery. Because success isn't about following someone else's path, it's about creating your own. And with the night shift method, you can do exactly that. So feel free to reach out. And in the meantime, I wish you all the best and take care.